us by releasing the handbook at this august occasion. Thank you. Our chief guest has envisioned a drug-free India. Lordships have maintained that addiction can only be confronted with a calibrated balance of deterrence, treatment, and social reintegration. It is our proud privilege and honor to have with us a man himself who sounded the bugle and took this initiative. May I request Honorable the Chief Justice of India to kindly address this gathering.
Dr. Pramod Sawant, Honorable the Chief Minister of Goa, my esteemed colleagues from the Supreme Court, Justice J.K. Maheshwari, Judge Supreme Court of India and Chairman of the Supreme Court Legal Services Committee, Justice Prasanna B. Varale, Justice Manmohan, both my distinguished colleagues in the Supreme Court of India, Justice Sri Chandrasekhar, Honorable the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, distinguished judges of the Bombay High Court, Justice Suman Sham, Justice Valmiki Menej on the dais, Honorable former judges of the Bombay High Court, Sri Devidas Pangam, Learned Advocate General, State of Goa, Sri Alok Kumar, Director General of Police Goa, Sri Praveen Phaldesai, Deputy Solicitor General of India, officers of the Civil Administration and Police Department who are present on this event, Ms. Durga Madkelkar, Member Secretary of the Goa State Legal Service Authority, President, other office bearers of all the bar associations from Goa who are also gracing this occasion, senior advocates and members of the Bar Association, Registrar General and members of the Registry of the Bombay High Court at Goa Bench, my dear members of the Goa State Judiciary, very dear students from the schools and colleges who are present and especially those who have participated in the competitive events, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the dais, friends from media. I am pleased to be here among all of you again at this meaningful dialogue, and therefore I am reluctant to say that it's a closing ceremony of a one-month campaign. We came together on the 26th of December to begin this campaign. The objective was to spark awareness, to ignite dialogue, and to place prevention and rehabilitation at the center of our collective consciousness. Over the last 30 days, Goa has not merely hosted a campaign, it has engaged a sustained conversation with its youth, the school-going children, their families, schools, colleges, and other institutions whom I will combinedly say as the future of Goa. When I entered this venue, crossing the beautiful lanes of Goa, which host thousands of tourists, vendors and families every day, especially when I entered the hall, the gallery, where hundreds of painting and other competitive participatory pictures, paintings prepared by the students right from school to colleges are displayed. That was sufficient for me to see the spirit of Goa embedded in each of not only the buildings and the street corners, but every citizen and resident of Goa. All of them seem to carry the DNA of Goa's antiquity, resilience, and beauty. And I thought to myself, this is what Goa stands for: preservation, heritage, and pride in our identity. Besides the very dear students, right from the primary school to those who are studying in law and colleges, who have won or participated in the events organized by the State Legal Service Authority in its campaign against drug, I personally believe that there are two more teams for which we must give lot of clappings. One team of the state government, its police and other administration led by Honorable the Chief Minister, and the second team is of the State Legal Service Authority, the district and taluka level legal service authorities led by Honorable the Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court and Executive Chairman of the Goa State Legal Service Authority. Heartiest congratulations to both of them, their teams, their workers, their paralegal volunteers, their smaller level police officials who have worked hard from the core of their heart and participated in this campaign and in this movement. This campaign is designed around that very symbol of resilience and persistence which I was talking. One, that strengthens the citizens by making them aware, informed, and capable of confronting a silent nemesis that has gradually crept into our lives. Drug abuse does not arrive with noise or warning. It seeps quietly into homes, classrooms, and communities, eroding potential and distorting future. My brother Justice Maheshwari in detail explained to you very serious consequences of the drug abuse, which, as we say, silently enter into and suddenly spoil not only the individuals but the society itself. This initiative, therefore, stands not merely as an awareness drive, but as an assertion of our collective resolve. For me, the measure of a campaign lies not in its ambition, but in its execution. And what we have witnessed over the past month is nothing short of inspiration worthy. In its short span, this campaign has reached every corner of Goa, from cities to remote tribal villages, from student hostels to panchayat halls, from coaching institutions to fishing communities. It is a testament to the monumental reach of this initiative. But my dear friends, reach alone may not constitute success. What constitutes success is the conversation that followed. It is the students who paused before a choice. It is the parent who recognized a warning sign. It is the teachers who understood that their role extends beyond curriculum. And it is the recovered individual, as we could see in the video clipping, whose story became not one of shame but of possibility. These are the visible victories that data cannot fully capture. However, what strikes me most forcefully about this initiative is its foresight and architecture. It was not punitive in design, it was preventive and rehabilitative. This reflects a deepening understanding with our legal system, one that recognizes that substance abuse is not merely a criminal problem, but a social, psychological, and medical one, which requires concerted action and not retributive rhetoric, which this awareness campaign squarely managed to capture. As we reflect on this campaign, I would also want to speak about the crucial interplay of legal system and social change. In the last 4 decades, I have watched the evolution of our justice delivery system. I have seen it recognize that law without compassion becomes tyranny, and compassion without law becomes chaos. This campaign has steered this middle path with remarkable consistency. It has spoken to students without speaking down to them. It has engaged families with respect for their struggles. It has sensitized people without instilling fear in their minds. It has given a voice to those whom society had written off because their testimony is more powerful than any pamphlet. At this stage, I would be remiss in not highlighting the seamless collaboration between the legal service authorities, educational institutions, the police department, medical professionals, NGOs, paralegal volunteers, and all other stakeholders which made this campaign a walking reality. This cooperation demonstrates that when institutions shed their silos, something transformative occurs. It allowed institutions to leverage their collective might in combating something which can never be just one department's prerogative. As we gear ourselves for the screening of the showing and the future activities to be conducted in this ongoing campaign, I am hopeful that this campaign must have helped restore some of those persons who are despair and who need a variety of assistance from different quarters. I am also sanguine that we have spent the last 30 days reminding Goa's youth that true commitment, genuine peace and contentment cannot be found in drugs. It can only be found in connection, in purpose, in the embrace of family and community. My advice, my appeal to this Goa State Legal Service Authority and other stakeholders is that you set a standard that other organizations will study and seek to emulate. I was just discussing with my brother Justice Maheshwari the 1-month campaign which Goa State, the Legal Service Authority and other stakeholders have done. That by itself an example which can lead the nation. And the successful story which you have written so far and which you are going to add more and more chapters can be a very good lead example to be followed by these other state legal service authorities as well as other state governments in their respective states. Let us ensure that it becomes the foundation for lasting change as we move toward the next phase of this campaign. In the last, I would like to say that our campaign will continue. This is an unending process until every citizen, every house and every person in the state of Goa is absolutely confident that the menace of drug has been completely eliminated. The peddlers have been dismantled, the sources have been destroyed, and Goa has been provided a protective umbrella that this menace, this drug abuse will never enter. Please continue with this campaign like a sleepless night. The Legal Service Authority, the Judiciary will extend full cooperation at every step and every moment to make this campaign a successful story. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity of sharing my views with all of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.